Welcome to Cuthbert's Discovery Channel. Today we continue to invite everyone to join us to visit the West Street area, Chengdu City, the capital of Sichuan Province, China. And if we only mention the street, perhaps everyone will imagine that it is just a street like any other streets in the world. And as long as there is a street, it must have houses, it must have cars passing through, and it must have people coming and going. However, this street has something more special than that. If you think that it is very simple, then please keep watching this episode. We will show you. Right now, we are already on the street. We has gone by car, by bike, and by subway, with a distance of about 3 kilometers, and now we are almost at the street area. This area is called Wide and Narrow Alley. So I would like to say that this street is very wide. But actually, as you can see from here, it is only about 2 meters, just enough for 2 people to pass by and nothing more. And the name of this alley comes from the shape of the street. Once upon a time, this was the street. Back then, it was very wide and narrow, unlike now, where it is very quiet. And this place is also considered a special feature, a highlight of the ancient city of Chengdu. Through here, we will find another street behind. After passing through this alley, we will go straight to the Taiju Temple area. You guys remember that temple, right? That's right. And it's pretty close to there, only about 200 meters. When I looked back at the wide and narrow alley, I felt that it was very quiet because there weren't many people. I think it was because it wasn't the weekend. Another reason could be that it was raining since yesterday and until today. Because the weather here is always cloudy, it is not sunny anymore. But I still think that this is a great opportunity for us to take beautiful photos because there are too many people. So, when taking photos, it is easy to get beautiful photos and without too many people inside. This is the view from the end of the wide and narrow alley. And it is very close to Taiju Temple. If we keep moving forward a few tens of meters, it is the temple. And then the next section of our video will be showing you the temple area. We will move to the first alley, the wide and narrow alley. This is a quiet alley. I really liked it because there aren't too many people. On both sides of the alley are cafes, restaurants, or selling souvenirs. And this is considered the highlight of the ancient city of Chengdu. Passing through this alley, we will see another new street. In fact, it is not new, it is hundreds of years old. This is Quanzai Xiangzi Alley. There are 3 alleys that are connected together. The first is Quan Alley. Next is Jai Alley, and the last is Xi'an. All 3 alleys are connected to each other. We will pass through Quan Alley. Then we will go to Jai Alley, and finally we will go to Xiangzi Alley. Let's start with the first one, the Quan Alley. It is considered the widest alley in this area. As you can see from here, it is not wide, but compared to the other 2 alleys, it is still considered wide. This alley is more than 80 meters long. As I said, it's not wide, but compared to the other 2 alleys, it is still considered wide. Walking along the Quan Alley, we will come across many shops, bars, and especially the old architecture of this alley. Many of them were built during the Qing dynasty. The alley's name comes from the fact that it was used to separate men and women when they were shopping. Men could only walk on the right side of the alley, while women could only walk on the left side of the alley. But nowadays, there isn't that rule anymore. Everyone can walk anywhere they want. This is the scene at the end of the canal where we will turn to the next alley. The second alley is Jai Alley. In the past, this alley was built to separate the noblemen and commoners. There were only a few dozen houses in this alley, and they belonged to nobles, mandarins, and officials. This alley is a bit dark because it is quite narrow and tall, so the light cannot reach here. Therefore, it will be a bit dark. We will go through this alley to the last alley, the smallest and narrowest alley in the area. It is called Shangzigang. This alley was built in the Ming Dynasty. It's over 600 years old. This alley is only 1.5 meters wide and only 50 meters long. I would like to say that if 2 people meet in this alley, it will be difficult to avoid. One of them will have to step on the other's foot. At the end of the Shangxi lane, we will find the Taikoo area. We will go deeper into this area. Now, let's go back to the starting point of our video. And in fact, we will return to the same place because we've gone through all 3 alleys. If you watch our video, you'll know where we are. That's right! We are at the famous Jinli Ancient Street. The journey through the alleys has taken us back to Jinli Ancient Street. This is the main area where we are. And in fact, this is the destination. The journey through the alleys is just part of the fun. We will come back here to wrap up our video. That's right. In fact, we will return to the same place because we've gone through all 3 alleys. If you watch our video, you'll know where we are. That's right. We are at the famous Jinli Ancient Street. The journey through the alleys has taken us back to Jinli Ancient Street. This is the main area where we are. And in fact, this is the destination. The journey through the alleys is just part of the fun. So before we wrap up the video, we will continue to show you around the ancient city of Jinli. Here, you can see that there are many people. There are so many people that I cannot even move forward. There are also restaurants and eateries on both sides of the road, but I won't recommend them because the price is too expensive. A bowl of noodles costs $90, so I didn't eat it. I ate it elsewhere. But if you don't care about the price, then you can try it once to experience it. There are also places to sell snacks, mainly snacks in this area, which are also very popular. Most of them are sweets. There are also places to sell tea and wine. In general, the stores here sell a variety of items. This is considered the largest shopping mall in this area. Here, we will find all kinds of items that we need. This is a typical shopping mall. It is not similar to other malls because everything is mixed together. While here, everything is concentrated in this mall. There are clothes, shoes, and hats, and also bags and jewelry. There is everything. This is probably a kind of silk, typical silk item of this city. I have never seen it before, but I heard that it was a specialty of this city. As I walked around the mall, I suddenly saw a crowd of people gathered together. I went closer to see what was going on, and I found out that they were selling so-called gold coins. They were placed in a box and covered with a cloth, and people came to buy it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a lucky thing, or maybe it's a kind of souvenir. Everyone, here we will find a lot of bars and cafes, and young people like to come here to hang out. Sit down and drink tea or coffee. The weather here is always cloudy and rainy. It's not sunny like the other cities in China. That's why it's not surprising to see people sitting in bars and cafes all day. This is another bar. This is a specialty of the city. It is a kind of tea that has the smell of chrysanthemum. I don't know how it tastes, but it's a specialty of this city, so it's worth trying. And this is the main gate of the ancient city of Jinli. It is very high and beautiful. Above this gate, there will be lanterns. These pink pieces of paper are yin. That is yin, everyone. That means there is information about those women. They will have information about their names, heights, and weights. And another line of information is the content that people want to find a spouse, their partner, which is a man. This is a way for people to connect and find a marriage matchmaker in Chengdu City, Sichuan Province, China. And right now, Lin and our audience will read some information together. In this row, most of them are a little older. 85. Or here is 84. Below is 83. There? Oh my God. There are also people who are 73. 73. They're 156 centimeters tall. There. And the content below. Lin will find an area where there are younger people. Find people around 9x2K, for example. Let Lin see. In this area, I still see a lot of 8X. Here, there are 94s. That's 94. Or, for example, here, there's 97s. There are people who are more careful. They even write by hand, with a pen. They write by hand. But a lot of times, this content, this information, it's not necessarily you guys who write it and you post it here, but your parents who see that you're of marriageable age but still haven't gotten married. So they be impatient and they write that information to post it in this park area with the hope of finding a daughter-in-law or son-in-law for their children. You're there. When she sees a girl here, she looks at her very carefully. I do not know if she intends to find a husband or if she wants to find a partner for her children. Here, I also see a lot of 95s and stuff. Oh, here is 79. Oh, 52. 1952. Oh my God. 1952. 52. Okay, this is born in 1985. Later, I will read about older people. Read about people born in the 60s, 70s to see what kind of requirements those old people have. Wow. Here you just finished talking. I saw a person born in 1957. 1957 is very old. 1957. Try it. I thought it was a 1957 person. Maybe these are people who have been married. Here, the woman looks like she was born in 1957. 1 meter, 56 tall, good health, well-proportioned figure. Owns a private house in the city with Social Security and health insurance, no financial burden, has children who have settled down at home and live independently, and looking for a man born before 1954 with good qualities, good health, retired from provincial government agencies, public agencies or state-owned enterprises with pensions and health insurance, living alone in the capital and without burdens. It's also quite interesting when reading such information. I find it quite interesting. Older people also have their own pursuit of happiness, but many people have missed the boat, and at the present time, people also need to find their own happiness. I think those things are not things that should be criticized or ridiculed. Now, let's look at another girl. This girl was born in 2002. See what the requirements of the 2000 generation will be? This year, 2000 is also 25 years old, not too young anymore. This is a bachelor's degree. Self-employed, stable personality, good temper, likes to travel, image and filial to parents. Owns a car and a house. Wow. She's looking for a guy who is single and born after 1995, 1.75 meters or taller. Has a good education, a stable job, a good image, is sincere and kind, emotionally stable, has a car and a house, and is ready to start a family. That's it. This guy's requirement is to have a car and a house. Actually, the requirement of having a car, a house, and social insurance in China is almost a necessary condition. Everyone, it is like a necessary condition, and almost all Chinese women, when marrying a man, when looking for their partner, all hope for something like that. They all hope for something like that. Unless there is a couple who loves each other too much, or a girl who loves a guy too much, or has too many conditions, then people probably won't have such a requirement. As for those who have a normal life, generally stable and normal like everyone else, that requirement is almost an obvious requirement in Chinese society. So the pressure to make money for Chinese men is also very high. Let's look at this 94-year-old woman. This is a single woman born in September 94, over 1660 tall, registered in Yichun, Sichuan, and a master's student. Working at a state-owned enterprise. That's a cool personality and a bit obsessed with appearance. Looking for people from 26 to 35 years old and have a bachelor's degree or higher. That's best if they have 2 bachelor's degrees and an income of 10,000 or more. Everyone, 10,000 yuan means 37 to 38 million Vietnamese dong at present. And the height is over 17.75. Must have a house and a car. If he is over 30 years old, that man must have a house and a car. This is a man who is capable of working well, does not smoke or drink. Wow, seeing this requirement. I did not know that Lin S channel also has a lot of viewers between the ages of 25 and about 34. That is the age group that is said to make up the majority of people who watch Lin S channel. I do not know if you are in this age group. Do you have all the so-called requirements? Do you have a house and a car? If I were in China, I would be single. I think that is the case. If I were in China, I would be helpless. And if I were born in 1995, let's try this, friend. Born in 1995. This friend is a single, unmarried woman from this city. There, he has this balanced face, this healthy and thin body, a gentle personality, good friendships, honest and kind. Oh, he doesn't have this bad habit. He doesn't have this emotional history. He's a programmer. Wow. He works in IT. Oh, he works in a high-tech zone and his parents are retired. Before that, he worked in a state agency. There, he will be looking for an unmarried man, born in 90 and 95, but must exclude those born in 92. Maybe he looks at this person as fortune-telling or something, then Tai Hoi to hand. Sung So Hugh Wo. END looking for people born in 92 and have a bachelor's degree or higher, have a stable job about 17. Good personality, and have the desire to sincerely live life to the fullest. Oh, this person is quite demanding. If you like someone like this, maybe you can also leave a comment below. Everyone! This person was born in 1984, the year of the rat. Many people born in this year are quite smart. I don't know if it's true or not, but I personally think it is quite true. This person is looking for someone born in the year 1982. Someone born in the year 1982? It's been a while since I've seen someone looking for someone from the same year. Most people born in 1984 are looking for someone younger than themselves. And here is a girl born in 1984 looking for a boy born in 1982. A bit older. The requirement is to have a house and a car. The rest? There is no further explanation. I don't know whether this person smokes or not. I don't know whether this person has a certain amount of money or not. But this person needs to have a house and a car. This person was born in 1987. This person was born in 1987. Well, this person is only looking for someone born in the year 1985. That's it. It's a little bit close. Requirements are not much. This is probably because the man is quite old. Probably around 40 years old. And he wants to get married quickly because he probably thinks that his time is running out. He's already 40 years old. In fact, there are many people like this in China. When they are about 35 years old or so, they will start to panic because they haven't found a partner yet. And when they are 40 years old, they are even more anxious because they think that their youth is almost gone. And now they just want to find someone to talk to. And this person has this basic requirement, which is to have a house and a car. This person is a member of the Communist Party. Everyone! And he is looking for a partner between 1990 and 1997. He doesn't care whether the other person has a house or not. But he wants the other person to be beautiful. He wants the other person to have a certain amount of money and be able to live in this city. That's all. That's all he requires. Wow. So, he's a reasonable person. But why doesn't anyone talk to him? Maybe because I'm filming here, so nobody dares to come and talk to me. Wait, someone came. Yes, someone came. Everyone saw them! They were coming! There! That guy went over there? No. He went to the person next to me. Okay, let's watch the next person. This person is born in 1994, 1.75 meters tall, graduated from university, works in the chemical industry. Monthly salary is between 8 to 10,000. This friend has a house, so he doesn't care if the other party has a house or not. He only cares about the other party's appearance, age, education, whether the other party has a certain amount of money. The amount of money here may mean that the other party must have a stable job. Right now, it's hard to say. So, he doesn't care if the other party has a car or not. He doesn't care if the other party has a house or not. He only cares about the other party's looks, age, education, and ability to earn money. That's it. I wonder what kind of girl he's going to meet today. Oh! He seems to have met someone. Look! They're talking! Someone came out to talk to him. Yeah, they're talking to each other and then they walked away together. Maybe they'll go get coffee, right? Who knows? Who knows? Everyone! Now let's look at the person next to him. Ah, this one. He's looking for a house, a car, everything. This friend is born in 1995, 1.72 meters tall, 65 kilograms, works in the field of culture, entertainment, sports, and media. All right. So this is the end of today's video. I hope you had a great time today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.